What did the gorillas say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Sure enough, dealer, I'm winning this game. Going all triplets because I am not sane, so watch the way I pawn this 8. Ha 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 ha! I'll smile as I sumo fast from across Lord who's in last. The red fives have all chosen me and everybody sees. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. Look, I was spitting a little bit of fire on the beat, so let me just repeat these lyrics, okay? Sure enough, dealer, I'm winning this game. Going all triplets because I am not sane, so watch the way I pawn this 8. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. If this is your first video, you probably are mightily confused. Let me introduce myself. My name's Yusong. I am the guy on this channel. I'm the guy that, you know, mostly is in most of the videos, if not all of them. Not all of them. Why am I being so weird and coy about it? I don't know. Maybe because we're flirting. No, weird energy. Weird energy. My name's Yusong. We play Riichi Mahjong, but we also do a little bit of a song parody at the start of, usually at the start of the videos. Usually at the start of the videos, okay? This hand is a great hand. Holy moly, this hand is a good hand. We're 2 tiles away from Tenpai. Love to see an Eastwind. Another nut draw for us would be the 8 of bamboo. We have 1 copy of the Dora, the 1 piece. The 1 Dora is in our hand, the 5 of circles. How am I doing? Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I'm a little nervous, okay? I've ranted about this before. What is this, the DTC furniture business? No. My computer is too loud, okay? My computer is too loud. Oh, okay, another 1 of circles. But every time we kiss, I get this feeling. No, every time we touch, I get this feeling. But every time my computer has to do like a task with a large load, there's no other way to phrase it. Anytime my computer has to do that, it sounds like something bad is gonna happen, okay? The water cooler, which I did not want, but it was in a pre-built system, so I had to accept this water cooler, has gotten worse over time, okay? I love corporations, so I would never put a corporation on blast like this. I think I'm just pawning this to get into Tenpai. I don't know if there's any other tile that I would accept. If I draw the 8 of bamboo, I think I'll call the world's zuzziest Riichi, waiting on an Eastwind or the the 6 of bamboo. That's if we draw an 8, right? But anyway, anytime I have to do like video editing or something, it sounds like the water pump something is not right, because it's gotten worse with time. And oh, the zuzziest Riichi, the greatest city in the world. I told you I would call this kind of a Riichi. So it's not perfect, but if someone accidentally discards the Eastwind because they think it's safe, because they think, oh, surely we don't have a Joker level gamer in our table that would wait for something as zuzzy as the Eastwind, that's where you're wrong. I'm losing. I've lost it. This is what Riichi Mahjong does to a human being. Riichi, East, prevalent wind, Dora. Show me an aura. Just kidding. No aura, but that's okay. That's okay. He's an honorable gamer, folks. He wins without aura Dora. Oops. Oops. Did I slurp up your extremely dangerous tile? Did I adequately slurp up your condescending question? Social network. So I'm scared. I have to bring my computer tomorrow. I have to pack my computer in the box with the styrofoam that the case came in and everything, so that it travels safely. I gotta go to the store that's like an hour away. I don't think there's been a person throughout history that's had it worse than me. I think that this is the hardest thing that anyone's ever had to do. Pack up their computer and go to a store. No, but it's like stressful, you know what I mean? I got all these USB cables back there, man. It's so hard to manage all the USB cables, and you gotta just pull them out. Okay, I know I'm giving off an old man yells at cloud kind of vibe, but like, come on. I've tried so hard to manage these USB cables. And it's really annoying. It is really, oh, Yusong, are you kind of a caveman? No, I use the twist ties. I use the twist ties so that they're not, you know, just all loosey-goosey. Like this is a loose plate of pasta that I just dumped on my office desk. I try to keep it as orderly as possible, and yet, woo, sheesh! This hand is incredible. This hand is really, really good. Pure double sequence. I mean, unfortunately, no matter what tile we draw to get into Tenpai, we're only gonna be able to run off of a single tile. Crosslord discards the Dora and goes for their 5-6 shape instead. That's interesting. Look, to me, that smells like an all simples hand. It just smells like an all simples hand. Arguably, I should have kept the 9 in my hand so that I could go for the half flush. I think the half flush would have been the more exciting hand now that I think about it. Okay, if we get another 9 of characters, maybe it's not too late to correct our mistake. Okay, or if we get into this kind of situation, I'll be pogging. So if we draw into a 7 of characters, which is the nut draw right now, undisputably it is the nut draw. This is also a bonkers level hand because we're 1 tile away from 7 pairs. We're a few tiles away from the half flush as well. So it's really gonna depend on what we draw here. But if we draw the 7 of characters, we have the chance for Riichi. He's folding, folks. He's folding. He's folding. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could have stayed in there with the 8 of characters, but it's not bad. I mean, we could still theoretically get back into Tenpai fairly easily. There's a 2 of characters. Do we care about the 2 of characters? I mean, I don't even know if we care about the 2 of characters. I don't even know if we care about USA, the network where characters are welcome. I love corporations. I love corporations. I think that people should be paid less. I don't know. Unions, more like poo-nions. Yeah. Just kind of my beliefs. No, I'm just, well, the point is, I'm not a brand risk, okay? I'm not a brand risk. You can count on me to advertise your headphones. You can count on me to advertise your whatnots and what have yous. So this is a very weird situation where I very much want to discard the 4 of circles to try to get, I don't think we con here, right? I don't think we con. Can we get rid of this? How many 2s are visible? Like 2 2s are visible? I think I should just fold here. I know this looks bad because we have like the potentiality for some greatness in our hand, but I don't know if that's, and every time we touch, I get this feeling, but I think that this will only lead to disaster, but it's a decent enough Riichi. It's a decent enough Riichi, but the hand is like a low scoring hand. But I think, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's have an exciting game, okay? So the 4 of circles is not necessarily a safe tile, but we know that they, at least it's half Suji. They can't have a 5 and a 6 of circles in their hand. Oh. And every time we run, I swear I could fly. Show me that Ipatsu Riichi, na 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 na. I mean, we're winning today. Maybe it's because, you know, someone at YoStar has been listening. They're recognizing that I'm a lyrical mad lad in the studio. And that, you know, someone should turn my headphones up if they're, you know, if someone can, if there's a nice studio engineer that wouldn't mind turning my headphones up. So what happens about this hand? I mean, I'm just counting on the fact that we get a white dragon or a green dragon. Like, this is a pretty strong hand, all things considered. I mean, this is a really, really strong hand, but unfortunately for us, like, we gotta, there's the rub. A Crosslord pawns the Southwind. So they're going for, maybe they're going for all triplets. Maybe they have another Yaku in their hand, like a green or a white dragon. So we can't get rid of these. We absolutely cannot get rid of these. I will more so very happily get rid of my 8 of characters and my 7 of characters. Maybe it's the wrong move because with the 8 and the 7, we can wait on a terminal. Yeah, that feels like a worse move. In retrospect, I maybe should have gotten rid of this. Should have gotten rid of this 6-7, like my favorite show on HBO. I am the eldest boy. It's a little quote from Secession. Okay, if they're going for the half flush, this is really, really scary to discard any circle tiles that might come our way. If we get this, though, we get into Tenpai very, very quickly. We are in Tenpai. If they can't use a 5 of circles because they're going for a half or a half outside hand or something Zuz-tastic like that, that's when we're at liberty to slurp them up. Now, will I get scared if we draw into something like a red dragon? Will I get scared if we draw into like a north wind or maybe an east wind? Yeah. Because I don't really see how they're gonna win this hand unless they go for a half flush or a half outside hand or something along those lines, right? Okay, here's a red dragon. Do I believe that they're in Tenpai? I probably shouldn't be pushing this. Okay, never mind. I should definitely be pushing it. And every time we run, I swear. Okay. Look, all I'm saying is that if you own a nightclub and you want to get the people going, get me on the mic, okay? Get me in there. Get me on the mic. Give me a MacBook with Logic Pro. The people are gonna go nuts, okay? I'm gonna play the hottest hits of today and yesterday. Meanwhile, screaming Riichi Mahjong based lyrics from at the top of my lungs. People are gonna get loose, okay? It's gonna be a scene. Do you understand? What do I do here? Because we have a really intensely valuable hand, but our hand feels really slow otherwise, right? This 5-5-6 shape is not great. I mean, this is 3 Han right here. What do we want to see? Because I'm thinking that we should get rid of the 6, but there's also the chance that we could just there's also the chance that we could draw into a 4 or another 6 and make this hand a lot more exciting by being able to make use of all of our character tiles. We also have a lot of pairs in our hand. No album out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, I'll go for this. So this doesn't necessarily mean that we're going for 7 pairs, but I really like the idea of going for 7 pairs here. And if we draw into a lot of like tiles that work, for example, like the 3 of bamboo or the 4 of circles or something, we can still go normal mode, you know? There's nothing wrong with starting your day off drinking, you know, sewage from the local river and then putting on a shirt and tie and going to your office job. You know what I mean? People are multifaceted. There's nothing wrong with going a little sicko mode earlier in the round and then, you know, put on your cufflinks. Make sure your lapels are good. Dude, can I say something? I went to prom. I don't think I looked very good at prom, okay? He's about to go off. He's about to go off. What could he possibly mean by any of this? In upstate New York. Upstate New York is not New York City, okay? Upstate New York, there were like 80 people there. Not really, but like there was closer to 80 people than there were the population of New York City, right? Do I regret all my decisions going for 7 pairs? Maybe. Start discarding our more dangerous tiles first and foremost, right? But the only way that you could get like a prom thing was by renting a tuxedo, a prom thing. Yeah, a tuxedo, a suit. The only way you could get a nice like tux was by renting it from like the one store that had them. Dude, all the suits, I'm pretty sure, like, don't get me wrong. At that point, I had gone through puberty, but I looked like a child. I was wearing like Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Emmy tuxedo. Not in terms of quality, but in terms of size. I look like I was Ariana Grande wearing an oversized sweater and putting my hands through the sleeves are over my hands. I don't think I looked very good at prom. Did I kill it on the dance floor? No. Too self-conscious. Dude, I also, you know what? I'm not a big dancer. Okay. Can I get if you're surprised by that, you're legally required to leave me a comment in the comment section down below. What am I gonna wait for? I think I'm gonna wait for the 7 of bamboo. We've got a nice little inadvertent Suji trap here. This is a disgusting hand. This is a Mongon. This is a dealer Mongon. 7 pairs, red 5, Dora Dora. This is a 12,000 point hand as the dealer. I could call Riichi again, but why do that when we have a 12,000 point hand? Why put ourselves in danger, huh? Why? I mean, if we do, oh, you sweet summer child. Oh, you sweet summer child. I mean, this feels really bad for a crosser. They're playing safe. They're going Suji gaming. And yet, sorry, someone's just gone Joker mode at your table. I was born in the 7 pairs, molded by it. And I'm fueled with the spite that I did not look very dapper at prom. You wouldn't understand. You probably look great at prom. I'm doing that thing where the Michael Jordan thing where it's like you just make psychological enemies of the people that you're gonna compete against. All right, we draw another red 5. The red 5s have certainly been showing me their affection today. I'm not gonna turn on my nose at that. That's very kind of the red 5s to so easily show up in my hand. Dude, I think prom is a... Do I think it's okay? I mean, I think that the institution of prom is okay. Did I enjoy paying $50 for a corsage? No. I don't know if that was the actual price of a corsage, but it's just, man, I suppose, genuinely, When I think of American culture, though, the thing that I think of first is prom. I'm not joking. There's something about the idea of prom that feels like distinctly American. Can you think of like one? I mean, barbecue, maybe. Like fast food, also kind of maybe, because there's like Subways everywhere. There's McDonald's is everywhere. I think sure, you know, it was originated in the U.S. by Michael Keaton. Guy, new character dropped. Guy who doesn't understand that actors play other people. But you know, it's founded by Michael Keaton. Pretty pog. At least I think so. This hand is going nowhere fast. We haven't drawn a single good tile. Not only that, we've drawn 2 9 of bamboos and 3 white dragons. One after the other, right? So what I think what we do with this hand is we fold, and we try to fold safely. We try to fold fastly. And dare I say it, we might even fold a little furiously. I don't think I look good at prom. Do I think that I looked good after prom? Oh, like absolutely. And I don't mean at the I don't know if your school had this. Oh my god, what are my draws this game? These draws are so bad. We're just hoping that someone calls Riichi and that someone else deals into them, right? We don't want to get into a Riichi sumo situation because we're sitting as the dealer seat. We're gonna have to pay the dealer penalty. That's not great for us. We don't want to pay 50% of their hand versus, you know, just 25 from left lord and right lord. Or, you know, whoever else deals in. Or whoever else has to share the burden of a sumo, right? I'm not being very clear right now. I don't know if your school had this, but like, you know, to prevent drug use, like our school had a thing where after prom, like there was like a thing hosted by the school where there were like raffles, and maybe if you were lucky, you could win like an iPad or something. That was like the big prize, you know what I mean? Like the other prizes were like, here's a $20 Starbucks gift card, which don't get me wrong, very lucky at that time. And that was a pre-inflationary era where $20 at Starbucks could get you like 4 to 5 drinks. Now it's like, good luck with your 2 refreshers, Billy. The drinks nowadays are very, very expensive. And you know what? I love corporations. I think that they should make them more expensive. And I think that they should keep wages the same. Yup. No. But you can trust on me. You can count on me to promote your product. I love corporations. I love corporations. All right, what is going on here? I mean, I think we have to like huge fold. I don't think that we even make any, you know, we don't even pretend here. I don't even want to remotely deal into whatever left lord's cooking up. We have one more safe tile to throw in the west wind, but if they're willing to discard the Dora, sure, I'll get rid of the Dora. We don't want to help them deal into a under the river, under the sea. If we can guarantee that this is our last discard, that's gonna feel pretty nice at the end of the day. Okay, 5 of circles has been dropped. It was just dropped. We'll discard a red 5. Nothing wrong with that. 4 3 2 1 0. I suppose that she changes things. 3 2 1 0. So this should be the last tile that I have to discard, barring any weird shenanigans. Yeah, I think it's impossible for us to be required to discard again. Okay, we're happy to see it. I wonder if a crossword's gonna deal into left lord. They don't. They play a little safely, but they end up in tenpai. Left lord waiting on a closed wait. The cross lord also managed to end up in tenpai, but of course they don't have a valid hand because they opened their hand up, right? A valid strategy sometimes, or all of the time, or not all of the time, but just it's worth considering. You know, if you're not gonna win this hand, you might as well try to get into tenpai before an exhaustive draw, so long as it doesn't put you in undue danger. You know what I mean? Like if a building is burning down, you shouldn't try to run into that burning building because there might be Magic the Gathering sealed product in there. You gotta weigh the benefits and the pros and cons. Right, Lord Pawns the green dragon. This hand is not bad, right? We have some fairly strong shapes, some fairly odd parents. What do we want to see here? We want to see the white dragon first and foremost. I don't think that we actually want this 1 of bamboo. I know the 1 2 3 4 shape is okay. We'll be punished if we draw into a 5 or like a 6 of bamboo or something. Look, the Dora is the 7 of bamboo. I know that throwing out the 8 means that we can't accept the 7, but now look at this. Iron is looking pretty good, right? Others are looking like a fool with their pants on the ground. We can get into tenpai very easily. We need to draw into a 3 4 6 7 of we got punished. Sure, I'll keep this because now if we pawn the 8 of characters, we can throw the 5 and wait on the 2 or the 5 of bamboo as our pair, as our head. That face when your hand has no head. It's the real terminology. It's the real terminology. I didn't make up the terminology. Do I champion it by saying it and then smiling very coyly at the camera? Well, that's for the viewer to decide. You know, who's to say, hey, what did that turtle symbolize when it was turned on its back in the Grapes of Wrath? Huh? Was it just a cute turtle, or did it symbolize the infinite struggle of workers in America? Hashtag English major. Okay, our crossword is going off right now. Unfortunately, you know, if we had kept the 6, we would be in Tenpai by now. But you can't really think like that, you know? Also, everyone's discarding good tiles. Look at this, 6 of circles, 5 of bamboo, 5 of circles. It looks like everyone's hand at least has some direction. Who are they? Zane, the way that they could be one direction? I like how, you know, there was only a short period of time where, like, boy bands weren't a thing. You know what I mean? Because, like, I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s. And at that point, on the playground, it was like, scoff. Backstreet Boys, scoff. How silly. Choreographed dances, scoff. Now the same people are... Now that those same people are on Twitter being like, Red Velvet Irene, literally step on my throat, queen. Yes! It was only for a very short period of American history that choreographed dancing was considered kind of silly. But now with K-pop becoming more and more mainstream, people are inviting others to step on their throats on Twitter. And you know what? Good. No, I don't know. I don't really have a moral stance on it. I don't know. I think it's okay. I've tried. Did I tell you this? There was a period of time where I was like, I'm an adult. I've definitely told this story before. I'm an adult. I can learn how to dance because I'm sick and tired of not knowing how to dance. So I looked up like dance classes near me. I was like, there's a hip hop class. And I was like, great. I don't have to tell anyone about this. Which I'm telling you now, but like at the time I was like, I don't have to tell anyone about this. And I still kind of believe that to some extent. Okay, hang on. Is this Tenpai or is this, are we human or are we dancer right now? This is 2 tiles away from Tenpai. We are not 1 tile away from Tenpai. Sure. We definitely want to make use of the Dora more than anything else. So I'm happy to just simplify this down to a 6-7 shape and keep this weaker 6-8-8 shape as strong as possible. Another thing that we could have done is thrown the 1 of characters or the 1 of bamboo as well. I'm not really sure what this 1 is doing for our hand, but we'll be really happy if we see like a 5 of actually, I suppose even if we see a 5, we'll probably discard the 1 nonetheless, right? Okay. 1 Dora being visible right now. I would love that 8 of characters in my hand, but unfortunately we can't really do anything about it, right? 9 of circles. This is unfortunate. It looks like a crossword might be going for a full flush in the circle suit. It's a distant possibility. It's a distant world, like we're an orchestra playing Final Fantasy music. What was I just talking about? Oh my god. I was talking about something. Oh yeah. The dance class. I show up to the dance class. It's me and 2 like 13-year-old girls and 1 40-year-old dude, and we have nothing in common. You know what I mean? Like I mean, like I didn't really talk to them, but you just get the vibe. Like, oh my god, we have nothing in common. Like arguably, or like it seems like those 2 girls are friends. It seems like this dude is super into it because he was like kind of like, I don't know, not sizing me up, but he was like asking me stuff, and it was like, do you know like name of teacher, like or is this like your first time or whatever? And I was like, I don't know, I don't even know what's going on. So we tried to learn like the wave. Why did they pause so much? They called Riichi. Why did they pause so much? Were they considering? No, they can't even consider a con. Did they seriously just not accept the sumo there? I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what's happening. Also, we're 1 tile away from Tenpai, and I'm willing to push if all we have to discard. Oh, I'm thinking I'm back. I think I do this. I think I absolutely do this. I only have to push with a terminal, and now I'm in Tenpai waiting on a 5 or an 8. Also, like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think you're all right, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. They don't impress me much. Okay, the 3 was discarded by Left Lord. You can tell because this, you know, this one is turned sideways, so they had discarded the 3 of circles, so they can't win off of the 3 of circles. Hashtag Furriton Gaming. So we're pretty happy about this. They could win off the Southwind, but it's pretty unlikely. Now, if someone else is willing to discard an 8 of bamboo, which seems safe for Left Lord, that's when I slurp them up. That's when I slip them up. So that was a calculated risk there, right? All simples Dora red 5, but we had the chance to sneak into into Tenpai. Let's take the chance to skirt into Tenpai. All we have to do is discard a terminal tile. I think it was worth it. Terminal tile is not even very close to the Dora. We're racking up huge points right now. I'm not good at dancing, okay? At one point, you know, we were just supposed to do what the teacher was doing, and she was just like standing still, and for some reason, I just had my arm out. Like up and out to the side, and I wasn't aware of my body. You know what I mean? That's like a software glitch. If you saw an NPC doing that in a video game, in Cyberpunk, you'd be like, what is wrong with this game? And why did I pay $70 US for it? I was like, what is wrong with my body, and why do I have no sense of what my body is doing at any time? You know what? It was horrible. It was I didn't do very well, but she was a very patient teacher, and she was really, really nice. I still kind of know how to do the wave. It's like, you don't just do the wave. You know what I mean? Doing the wave, pusha. What are you, some kind of bozo? You do like, first you like, like there's steps that you can do with the wave, and then you like mesh them all together, and that's how you eventually pog up. All right, I discarded some pairs, but we would have had 5 pairs in our hand, no album out. I should just be discarding the 7 of characters, right? We're really, really close to Tenpai, by the way. If we draw into a 1 or a 4 of circles, or a 5 or an 8 of circles, we have a nice little Riichi Pinfu hand. Not only that, we have the chance at pure double sequence. We also have the chance where we don't even have to call Riichi at all, but just sit in Damaten, do some Zuzzy Damaten gaming. Oh, sheesh. The Mahjong luck has been flowing lately, dude. The Mahjong luck has absolutely been flowing. Okay, 9 of characters, not exactly what we want to see. So at this point, we would have been in Tenpai for his 7 pairs hand, but I don't think we go for the 7 pairs. When the shapes in our hand are so strong, and when we have the potentiality to not have to call Riichi, but be able to Ron anyway, right? Getting a Pinfu only hand or a pure double sequence hand feels pretty good. I'll absolutely take that. I'll absolutely take that. Left Lord maybe considering, I mean, Left Lord has to go aggressive here. Yeah, they're starting to discard some good tiles. Look at this. We don't have to call Riichi. We're in Tenpai. And if someone's willing to be so bold as to throw the 8 of circles, which by the way, does not have an air of suspicion around it whatsoever, we get Pinfu, pure double sequence, and we advance the game to South 4, and we can take this one home. We can bring this one home. Left Lord calls the Riichi on the Dora. Right Lord pawns the Dora. Okay, this is Spicetown, USA. This is Spicetown, USA. People have huge hands right now. I will happily throw another Dora. What an unbelievable circumstance right now, where the Dora tile is actually very, very safe. Possibly one of the most safest tiles right now. Okay. I don't think that we can throw the 5. I don't think that we can throw the 5. I think we have to throw the 4 of characters right now. This is a little bit unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie to you. Abraham Lincoln style, George Washington style, I cannot tell a lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a little unfortunate. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get back into Tenpai with any, you know, with any regularity, with any good hopes. We also have to be careful about Right Lord, right? Right Lord is representing a very scary hand. 3 Dora red 5, that's 4 Han if they have anything else, which they need to in order to have a valid hand. This is a Mongon. This is a Mongon, and even though we're ahead in first place and dealing into a Mongon, honestly wouldn't even hurt that much. Let's be a little bit careful, okay? Let's be a little bit careful. Let's be a little prudent. Let's play safe. Wow, they went off of the Southwind, and guess what? Left Lord, because they're winning as the dealer, gets to stay as the dealer. So Riichi, prevalent win, and they hit an Aura Dora. They get that 2 of characters into the 3 of characters. Okay, Right Lord is in the Shadow Realm. They're stuck in the Shadow Realm. We're still being chilling in first place, and I think that was even though we were in Tenpai, that round was definitely very different. Like if we just draw into 2 dangerous tiles, like it's not that we just had to get rid of like a 1 of bamboo that time, right? We would have had to discard some really dangerous stuff in order to stay and fight in Tenpai. Not only that, Right Lord was representing a huge hand. So it's these types of decision makings that I really think separate good Mahjong players from great Mahjong players. Now, after having said that, we almost demoted out of the master tier like 10 videos ago, it is not lost on me that almost happened and we were almost in disaster. That is absolutely true. I'm gonna throw away the 8 here because, you know, first of all, I'm a big fan of the NPR show 8 Don't Tell Me, and second of all, if we draw into the 3 of circles, we'll be so pogged to have the 3 of circles. All right, this is not a great situation, but we are 1 tile away from Tenpai, right? If we draw into a 7 of bamboo or a 2 of characters, would I call Riichi with this kind of a hand? I don't think so. Like, even though we would be in Tenpai, and this hurts, this definitely hurts. We would have loved to still have the 2 of circles, but I think it would have been wrong to keep the 2 of circles. If we draw into another 2 of circles, I'll be so happy. I can get rid of either the 1-3 or the 6-8 shape for something much, much stronger in the circle suit. So that wouldn't feel that bad. All right, but what if I had a 1-2-3? That's pretty painful. Anyone else experiencing some pain right now? No, just me? No, I ordered an appetizer sampler for the table. There's enough pain to go around here. Did you think you looked good at prom? Like, it's not a crime to look good at prom, but if you had a good prom experience, a GPE, if you will, I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Can you just tell me what that was like? Because I also never went to prom with like people that I dated. You know what I mean? Because I dated too many people. No, it's not, no, there was like no one. You know what I mean? I was not dating in high school. I was watching reruns of Zoe 101 on the weekends, okay? My social life was not blossoming. It was, you know, staggering. Pushing a boulder up a mountain whole time. Except the boulder is like AP biology homework. And the mountain is your classmates being really mean at you, you know? But who's laughing now? I have 50,000 points in this game of Riichi Mahjong. So I think, you know, it's clear what the fates have decided is correct. I could call a Riichi here. It's so bad, but also like 1 Dora is gone. Why don't we just call the Riichi here? 1 of bamboo looks relatively safe enough. 3 of characters, I mean, I don't know about the 3 of characters, but 1 of bamboo is recently discarded. I've thrown away a 3 and a 2. I don't know. People could read into this and I guess they could say that I have like a 1-1. I could have had a 1-1-3 and then the 2 is redundant after that point. It's not impossible to make that read, but I still think that there's enough secrecy here. I still think that there's enough opportunity here. What are we, the US in the 1800s to try to go for a Riichi and maybe try to go for a win? What's the nut draw for us right now? Nut draw for us is any of our winning tiles. In lieu of that, I would happily take a 4 of bamboo, set a little bit of a Suji trap, or a 6 of characters, set another bit of a Suji trap. So both of those would be nice. There's a 6 of characters. Okay, if someone's gonna get a little too hasty here, if someone's gonna get a little too optimistic and maybe throw a 3 of characters, because they know that I don't have a 4-5, I'll happily slurp them up. And you have to keep in mind that that 7 pairs hand that we won a few rounds ago, like, you know, we were adhering by this exact principle of, you know, just other people are playing safe and it's how we play safe too. We in this household, we stand Suji gaming. We highly believe in the power of Suji gaming and how safe it can be. For example, if they called Riichi on the 5, I would happily discard a 2 of circles or an 8 of circles, right? This is just how it works. This is just how it works. But sometimes it can just get you into trouble and there's nothing you can do about it. Why? Because Riichi Mahjong is a game that's all about shadows, okay? It's like jazz in the sense that sometimes it's about the notes that you don't hear. Sometimes it's about the tiles that you don't see, you know? And it's just like whoever embraces the darkness the most is gonna end up the winner. Now you're asking, oh, okay, it's fine. It passes, the red dragon passes. Good. Sasuke Yusong, he was never worried. Never deals in with the door after calling Riichi. Yusong, are you writing fan fiction in your head for Kingdom Hearts the way you're talking about embracing the shadows? No. But if I was, so what? You think, what if I am amassing a giant amount of followers on Archive of Our Own? What if my Sora X Riku one-shots are doing gangbusters in terms of SEO? That's fine. Other people have weirder hobbies than this. What's a weirder hobby? Well, I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. Did I tell you this? One time I did go water skiing. Here's the thing about water skiing. You better like falling. You better like falling really violently into the water. Because if it's your first, my friend like had a family member or something and it was like in Lake Skinny Atlas and this is college. It's like, do you want to come water skiing? And And I didn't know any better at the time. So I was like, yeah, I'll go water skiing. What's the worst that could happen? The first time you go water skiing, it is a miracle if you stand for longer than 2 seconds. It is a lot of violently like crashing into the water, going like water in your nose, in your soul, seaweed wrapped all around you. You're getting caressed by ocean creatures down there. Water skiing is very difficult. I would not recommend it. How am I at ice skating? I think I'm okay at ice skating. I mean, like I used to be, in upstate New York, there would be like activity nights for all the middle schoolers at this place that had like a rink and a field. So there was an ice skating rink and there was like soccer fields. So there's like 2 activities. I'm tearing it up in the ice skating rink because what am I gonna do on a field? Field's kind of boring. At least the ice is a little bit slippery. That's exciting. You know what I mean? The field, that's normal. You can go out. This is maybe the most unhinged take I've ever had, that fields are not exciting and that ice is inherently exciting. Just don't try to use my words against me in a court of law, okay? Your Honor, I was zuzzy that day. I was beside myself. I didn't know what I was saying. Right Lord calls an immediate Riichi. They throw the Dora though, so that their hand can't be that valuable. We can even try to deal into them, right? Unless they have a Yakuman, like, we can deal into whatever it is. We can literally deal into whatever it is they have and probably still end up in first. I mean, that's a nice position to be in. That's a nice position to be in. I'll throw the 5 of characters. I mean, it's like, it's not really doing anything, but you know, they've discarded a 5 of characters. Maybe we can discard something. We can play safe for 1 round. Sure, Westwind, absolutely. What's next on the chopping block? If nothing else gets discarded, probably this 9 of circles. Of course, the 6 doesn't look that bad, right? Like, sure, they could have a 7-8, but we know that they don't have a 4-5 at least. So this is okay. I'll throw my terminal tile here. If we deal into them, so be it. But also, like, I don't know if you're noticing this, but we're very, very close to an all symbol standard. Rather, we could have foreseen an all symbol. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Okay, they got the closed half flush and they rocket themselves into 2nd place. Holy moly. That's Mahjong, baby. That's Mahjong. That's what talking about prom gets you. Okay? Some good stuff, a simple fanzine, and a sphere of will. This is 10% simple, 10% fanzine, 10% sphere of concentrated will. Look, it doesn't fit syllabically, but emotionally it hits. Water skiing is difficult. Water skiing is difficult. What happened here? I call a Riichi. They're going for it. They're absolutely going for it. They discarded 6 of circles here? Really? I guess so. Oh, they discarded an Eastwind here. Oh, that's super unlucky. That's super unlucky because the Eastwind I genuinely think is your safest tile. Maybe the 3 is arguably safer. It's half Suji. I could have a 1-2 in my hand, but that's really unlikely. I think that the safest tile is probably the 3. Second safest tile, probably the Eastwind. So I don't hate this. You just got super duper unlucky, but you know, they still ended up winning this game or excuse me, getting 2nd place in this game, right? So what happened here? 2 players have called Riichi. I chased the Riichi and they're staying in it. Do they have any avenues with which to fold? No, they couldn't fold at all. Yeah, you just deal the 4. You've basically called Riichi as well. You got all simples, red 5, red 5. It's a 3-Han hand. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'm slurping people up here. I'm slurping people up. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. It's a weird situation, but you're in Tenpai right now. Wow, you're in Tenpai. You just don't have a good. You don't call Riichi for some reason. I don't know. I guess I'm okay with it, but if you had called Riichi on an earlier tile, like what was going on here? You drew the 4. You could have just slammed the like and subscribe button, but I guess you're waiting for a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence, or maybe a 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence. I don't know. I don't hate this necessarily, but maybe consider calling the Riichi here. It's not good, but it's not bad either. And if you had called the Riichi here, I think I would have definitely folded. Like, I already have a pretty open hand. It's hard for me to fold. So does this person. Wow, right. This is a very scary situation. Okay, I can understand them not wanting to call Riichi in light of this triple Dora threat, right? So what were they? This person had no plan. This person had absolutely no plan except maybe a half flush. Yeah, look at this. They have to shoehorn the world's slowest half flush even imaginable. Okay. I wouldn't recommend that. I understand you want to pawn triple Dora. I understand, but I wouldn't recommend that. Not even a little. So what happens here? No one has called Riichi yet. They throw a 3 of characters here. 3 of characters is not bad. They can also throw the 5. I suppose it's inside Suji, but I think that they want to get the value. Ah, they throw the 7 of, yeah, I like this. This isn't bad at all. It's Suji gaming. A lot of the 6s are gone, and yet I'm there to slurp you up with a disgusting 7 pairs Dora red 5 hand. I mean, this game was just, I think luck decided this game more than skill, because I'm looking at some of these plays and I don't see anything particularly wrong. I didn't think this was a flush either. So what are they willing to throw here? I think they're willing to throw. They're willing to throw the 2 there? I mean, I don't know. I might have just thrown the 9 here. I think the 9 is slightly better. Like, this elongated shape is not a true elongated shape. You know what I mean? I think I would have thrown this. And then eventually you can throw the 2 if your other shapes start coming together. But yeah, I don't really like keeping the 6, 7, 8, 9. Although if someone in the comments, if this is actually a prudent play, I would love to learn a little. And so let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. This person called Riichi. This is a Riichi Pinfu. Why? Why? Riichi? What? This has to be a misclick, right? This has to be a misclick. Riichi Pinfu Sumo? Riichi Pinfu Ipatsu Sumo? This is 4 Han. What could you be waiting for? Are you win trading? You would have hit an aura for a Mongon. What happened? This was a misclick, right? This is 100%. And I end up winning this round. Unbelievable. What happened here? I was like, why were they hesitating? And I have no idea. Wow, that has to have been a misclick. Maybe you're struggling with some McDonald's Wi-Fi. Maybe you're win trading with one of your friends in this lobby. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. Is this a big conspiracy where you're gonna see this person's name in my Twitch chat being like, "You're welcome, Yusong. Thanks for the PayPal payment"? Absolutely not, okay? It's not worth it. This is not worth that. So you have an all simples hand. Throwing the south one here is a totally fine play. You still have all simples, you can fight for it. So they do know how to click the Ron button. They do know how to win. I have no idea what happened there. Oh my God. All right, well, that's gonna do it for today's game. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Helps out the channel a lot. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, new videos every day. Stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VODs channel. I hope to see you there. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.